Welcome back in, everyone. This is Black Girls Talking TV, where we bring the group chat to life and discuss all your favorite TV shows. Today is all about Love Island USA, Season 7, Episode 32. I am Victoria. I am one of your hosts, and I'm a psychologist.
And I'm Kamaria. I am an attorney and a pop culture writer. So finally, Taylor's gone.
Taylor ass is gone. Okay.
Yeah, it's like it took a little too long.
That was coming though. I just know they knew that was coming.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. Like I feel like for a second I thought like, is it gonna be Iris and Pepe? But then when they read off Iris and Pepe, I was like, oh, okay. I guess we know who it is. Maybe the people in the villa didn't know like that Nick Olandria, like the people are standing for it, but we knew. We knew. So yeah. Once Pepe and Iris sat down, I was like, oh, okay. It's a wrap.
Yeah. And unfortunately, Pepe and Iris will probably be out of here next.
Yeah.
Because them Huda fans, they ain't going to let up. But anywho, well, speaking of Huda, should we just go ahead and get into the Huda and Chris of it all real quick?
We could.
Like, I could not comprehend her this episode. I did not understand the reservation for not wanting to kiss in front of everybody, but you are having sex. I may have been able to get behind you just a little bit if you said all we did was kiss in the bed, and so you felt like it was a little more, personal, private and secretive, and you're under covers, but y'all fucking.
Yeah, the whole thing is a little confusing to me. To be honest, to her credit, on both sides, it's a little confusing to me. Like, how did this become such a big deal for him? Like maybe it's just me, but I don't know. Is it just me? Like, he
want affection. He put in hella work with Huda. Look, hella emotionally taxing work. Motherfucker want his refund. He want his refund. All he said was give me a kiss, and he don't want no reservation about it.
No, I feel you. I'm not a Huda apologist. You know this. I just was confused by both of them. It was more like the same, like with the situation with the heat challenge. What is it? Heart rate challenge.
Heart rate challenge?
Yeah, like when I got on here, like I will 10 toes down, Shelly. I got on here at that episode and I said I wasn't quite sure if I saw it per se, but it also was like, to me, it didn't matter. It's like she saw something. I trusted her read of it more than I would trust Huda's. And so in this situation, given all the things that I see as well, it's like, I'm not saying that I'm like, oh, Chris, like I 100% see this issue as being like such a big issue to mope around about. I don't. But I recognize the surrounding facts around Huda show that it's probably a lot going on that we're not seeing, and he is exhausted. Yeah. And so I trust that his read of, like, his reaction is coming from a space of exhaustion around a ton of things. Maybe this was just the straw that broke the camel's back. Maybe they've been having tons of conversations, and this is the one producers decided to show us. I don't know. But I said this episode before, I said he seems more patient than maybe Jeremiah, but at the same time, it's like, at what point will Chris be exhausted by it all? And now I feel like this is what has shown up, the exhaustion. There are some issues he is having. Like at that challenge, when he sat down there, she was like, hey. He ain't say nothing back. I was like,
yeah.
The eyes say it all. This man is exhausted. Right. And so I'm like, the Huda stands, I know they quiet somewhere. If they got the sense they were born with, they would just sit down and say, y'all right.
Yeah.
Y'all right. Y'all
mean,
right. I think something there.
Yeah, I was definitely thinking this episode, maybe it's not even the kiss. You know what I'm saying? Like, it could just be, a lot. Because sometimes the first thing that we say isn't always the thing.
Yes.
Right? And so maybe this was something that he felt like he can bring to Huda because she is a physical person. She didn't mind having sex with him, right? So maybe he felt like this was something that if he addressed it with her, it should be easy peasy. Like, I've been very accommodating with you. I've been moving the way you want me to move. He said, I've been trying to understand the way you think about things, which takes a lot of effort. And I commend his courage for doing so, quite honestly, because Huda is a lot. But yeah, he probably like when he said, I don't see it, like I don't think we ever will, or whatever he said around, just like he doesn't think he'll ever be able to figure her out. I think it in his mind, it's like, if I can't even come to you about wanting a kiss on the cheek, a peck, something slight, right? Or just even the fact that you are so moved by people watching and looking, despite like how I've been with you, he's probably like, child, this shit is a wrap. It's a wrap.
Yeah. No, I can see that. Especially like I was confused by the wanting to keep it private. I'm like, everybody know y'all together. It's not even extra people in this house right now. Everybody matches with everybody. Like, there's nobody else. Like, there's nobody else to be cute for. Like, y'all basically all closed off because y'all don't have other options in each other. Like, who you gonna go to? Nick? Right. Ace? Like, you're not going, there's no one else to go. So this is your person. Oh, maybe she holding on for baby. I don't know. But it was kind of interesting. It was giving like, not putting this on her, I'm just saying it is interesting. That's like, you will fuck in a bed with the other guys around, but you won't kiss in front of people. It feels like, are you trying to be like ear candy or something for a guy that you may still be trying to catch? Like, are they not showing us that she's still fishing for someone else? Like, what's that about? Because it seems like y'all are locked in. All y'all are locked in. It feels like no one's exploring except the person they're paired with. It feels like, but we could not be seeing stuff, to be honest.
Yeah, child. The way you just said that, right? It's like a theory out of fucking nowhere. That is it, because it makes no sense. It makes absolutely no sense. Like, we can think about theories upon theories upon theories upon theories, because it's just like, what is it? Because it makes no sense.
You said the way you don't pop that out of nowhere. That.
No, I'm not saying like.
No, I thought it was funny. It's funny. But it was. I'm just I don't know what's happening.
But you get what I'm saying, though? Like, we could be thinking all day, like, what is it? But it's like, because it just it's not logical.
Yeah,
it's not logical.
It's a lot.
To sit there and have sex with somebody in an open room. You don't know who's awake. You don't know who's asleep. You don't know who half sleep. And you don't know who getting up to go to the bathroom. Like,
maybe they're...
And you on camera. You're on camera at that. You know what I'm saying? So... to feel some type of way, it's like, I don't know, it's the optics of it all, right? Like, she's about perception. She's about, I don't want to be the bad guy. It plays all into that. We can go on and on about Huda, but like,
I don't know what it is, but it is what it is. If that's how she feel, because she could, it could be the truth. What she's saying could be the truth. It's not even that for me. It's like, people get so caught up in the details of an argument, right? It's like, you got to step out and see the bigger picture. The bigger picture is that we are here yet again at 10 days. How to lose a guy in 10 days. We're here at 10 days and there's exhaustion. It's too early for this. Two guys, literally. It's too early for this shit. Like, it's too early.
Yeah. No, it's not just two guys. It's two guys in the entire villa. Nobody else wanted to explore with Huda. I think that says a lot.
Yeah. A couple things stood out for me for this episode with them. Like, one was when they were having that talk and he was like, don't tell me what to say. And she was like, I just did. And he was like, don't do it again. And it's like a little power battle. It's like, Chris seems like, when he said he was an avoidant, I was like, I could see that. That's why y'all be matching. She anxious and you avoidant. Like, I see it because he's avoiding like these confrontations sometimes with her. And I feel like they get to a level where he tries to do a lightweight address the situation. Check. Yeah. But doesn't until it builds up, maybe have like something clear to say about it. Because I noticed this in the last episode too. It's like when he was calling her a little controlling, it's like, he got little things, and when he told her to shut up, whatever, it's like he don't know how to respond back to the energy she's bringing, but it's something about it he don't like. So that was something. It's like, it feels like it's setting up, because he doesn't know how to respond to it. It's setting up this power battle between the two of them.
Yeah. I think he takes the chance when he can, which is what Like that's what I was saying earlier. The kissing is not the thing, but
Mm-hmm.
it's the thing he felt like he could have a conversation about.
The
It's
entry,
like
easy entry point to the
the
conversation.
right, and then in that conversation, it was like even though it was clearly a joke because y'all they were talking about throwing up and
Mm-hmm.
whatever. It's like I could take this to say don't tell me what to not say. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
even though it was a joke, but
But it's like
yeah,
he's trying to
definitely.
address serious stuff in it. So that
Yes.
the other thing that I thought about during that conversation specifically, I was like, is he a little like, I don't want to say depressed or is he dealing with a little touch of something, because he seems very moody around the house. And I don't know, maybe that's because of his exhaustion with Huda. But I also wonder, is that a dynamic he's bringing to the equation? Because like I haven't seen anybody get a sad edit, and Chris got a sad edit in like the 2 weeks he's been here. We've had a couple moments like that, and so once with the basketball, this now this, and then the last thing that came to me was I do not feel like she respects Jeremiah or respected Jeremiah the way she respects or at least is afraid to lose uh what's his name? Chris. Because I can just see, like, she was like, oh, Huda, act right. You know, I got to make sure. It's like she recognized that it's certain ways she don't want to lose this guy, right? She feels like either it may look bad to lose two guys on one show. Maybe that's part of it. Or maybe it's the idea of like she actually is really finds him to be a catch and doesn't want to lose him. But it's something about the way she was calling Jeremiah, just like, did she call him a pussy? Like, call like a bitch, you know.
Called him a bitch for sure.
It's something about that it's just like she jumped immediately to that. And I think that was very telling. And I feel like the way she's operating with Chris, there's a little more respect there, or like she's afraid to lose him a little bit. So those are just some things that jumped out to me about their exchange this episode.
Yeah, I can definitely see the low mood at least. You know, I don't know if he's really having like some issues with not playing basketball overseas, like if being snatched from what he's so used to doing is really impacting him, or if it's just Huda's energy is really draining him, or if that's just how he is. Because now that I think about it, he's always been very calm. We haven't had him. We haven't seen him just be like this super cheery, joyful, like exuberant guy. Like even when he was in Casa and he was talking to Shelly. So yeah, it's kind of hard to tell, but I can't see where you're going with that. Also, with what was the next thing you said? Oh, respecting
Chris more than Jeremiah.
Jeremiah's approach to her little crash outs, though, it was like he also had a little tantrum, you know, like, see, I can't talk to you right now like this because, you know, I can't talk to you when you sleepy because, you know, you be gaslighting, da, 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 da. You know, like, it was two fiery energies, even though Jeremiah's was still a lot more tame than Huda's. So I think that opened up the door on top of him not being able to accommodate the way Chris does. So I think that is what is playing into the reason why Huda's not reacting the same way to Chris. Also, I do think Huda is not used to somebody who's willing to accommodate. A lot of guys aren't, at least not at the level that Huda requires. And so she probably is like, I can't lose this guy. And she equates that to, he's a good man. Like she was saying to the girls, I say something, and he's just like, yeah, okay, like he'll fix it. But she doesn't see that him always having to fix something means that he is the problem in the relationship and you never are. You know what I'm saying? Like he's the one who always has to like mold and craft himself into this person for you, but you're not recognizing the impact of the toll that can take on somebody in a relationship, nor are you ever in a space to think about your actions and how they might be impacting him because you're so evaluative, you're so critical, you're critical of yourself, you're critical of him. It's just projecting back and forth like a ping pong ball. And so it's always do this, do that, do this, do this, do this, da, 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 da. And Huda will never, I said last episode, I think Chris is good for Huda because he can, he meets her where she's at. But I also think she still needs somebody who might be like, nah, son, like who can really just like check her,
Mm-hmm,
you know,
mm-hmm,
like check her at the door.
mm-hmm,
Like I'm gonna accommodate sometimes, but I'm gonna sit down and tell you this is a boundary,
mm-hmm,
and I'm no longer going to accommodate this,
mm-hmm,
or I've done this several times and I have not seen you try to compromise with
mm-hmm,
me,
mm-hmm.
and so I'm done doing it. Like she just needs somebody who can accommodate with boundaries.
Yeah. No, I would agree
Yeah.
with that, but I also will say that above anything else that she needs to learn how to do the regulation of within herself. Like, you know
Oh,
what I'm saying?
absolutely, absolutely.
And I think it was such a great point that you made about Chris being the person to always address the issue, because it can't be carries all of the weight in this of meeting you where you are. You gotta like start lifting yourself up and doing like I was in that last episode or a couple episodes back about self-soothing. Like she's got to learn how to do that, and she's got to learn how to self-regulate and do her emotions. But that's it. Anywho, let's go into Amaya and Bryan in that Hideaway suites.
And she said we went on a journey
I
twice, baby,
know she did. I was
twice.
like, I feel too much pressure. I'd be like, oh my God, y'all not about to send me over to the what they call them, the lair, like the you're not gonna send me over
Child,
into
Amaya was
the.
happy to go.
Yeah,
She
she
was
was.
happy to
She
go.
was.
Okay, Amaya said, "I need my smooches, my kisses." When Brian said, "Yeah, man," we went to the hot tub and then we just went straight to the bed. I was cracking up.
Yeah, no, I'm not. I still, the jury for me is still out on him. I'm not
Yeah.
100% sure.
I think
I'm
I
just
saw
not.
what you were talking about in this
Uh-huh.
episode. I don't know if you skewed my perception a little bit, but it was like I don't know if it was as they were coming out when they were sitting somewhere though, and I just saw him kind of like look off.
Hmm.
And to me, it was giving. I was like, "Is this what Kamari is talking about?"
I
And
don't
it's giving a
know.
little disingenuous. Is this what it is?
Yeah, it's
Um,
something, but I'm not sure. I think I just got to hear him talk more. Like, because
yeah,
I like to, you know, get into the mind, what's going on up here. And so
yeah,
sometimes he's always just like sort of agreeing and just being like, yeah, it's great. And Maya's talking so much. And so it's like, you know, I don't know.
yeah.
I like what I've seen from him. I'm just, because of if the America's vote had not happened and she had not been the top, I wouldn't have these same concerns, because I
Yeah.
wouldn't think that the motive to operate with her in that way would be there. But I'm just scared for my girl, Maya Papaya. So I don't know.
Yeah, it was interesting listening to their conversations. I think I could see a little bit here when she was like, you're like my best friend, and da 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 da. Da. I'm like, how did we get here? That is a little
Hmm.
fast.
Hmm.
That is, we're skipping some levels
Hmm.
here. And it's not to say that they can't get there or that
Hmm.
you can't. I don't even want to say that you can't get there that quick. I mean,
Hmm.
uh, I don't know if for Amaya it's the fact that finally she feels understood, that she just kind of
Hmm.
wants to just dive into it,
Hmm.
and she's just like, I found my person, this is it. But for sure, how long they last when they get out of there will
Be
definitely
telling.
be a testament to
Hmm.
how serious Brian was. Because I feel like if it's on Amaya,
Hmm.
they all go.
Hmm.
It's really Brian that's setting the pace here.
Yeah. Is do they typically, like after like last season, did people keep up with the news and all that good stuff of like who
Oh yeah,
who
that's why
stayed
the last season
together?
they have the spinoff. Three
Mm.
three of the couples that came out of last season are still together.
Oh,
Yeah,
beautiful.
the two black girls, Serena and Janae, and then Leah is with Miguel, which was like their PPG, like the top three
Mm.
girls that everybody loved. But yeah,
Mm.
they're still together. So
Mm.
I think they all three of them have potential to get married. Like they
Mm-hmm.
seem very locked in, very keyed in with
Mm.
one another. I think Miguel and Leah, like they're building a house.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Love to hear
Yeah. I'm
that.
like it's like they came out, everybody loved them, and it's just like, why would y'all break up? Like y'all finna come
Mm-hmm.
out, be a power couple, make money together because they are together, they are a brand, you know what I'm saying?
Ah,
So
yeah. That's
I'm like, if y'all
nice.
stay besties, y'all don't cross each
I
other, y'all
know.
stay, you know what I'm saying? Y'all stay good to each other. I feel like they literally could take this as far as we could all imagine, literally. Well,
That's
beyond that.
nice. That's nice. That's nice. I might have to go back and watch the last season, but I'm
Yes.
like 40 something episodes is a lot. But
Child, now that you've watched one season, you'll know which ones you can probably skip. I will say that while we are here, we will be covering Beyond the Villa.
mhm.
So
Mhm.
for our people out there, the Black Girls Talking TV community,
Mhm.
stick with us because we're going right into that. We're
I
going right
know.
into
We
it.
got a lot of other things too
So
coming up. Love is Blind UK, just so much stuff. Bachelor in Paradise under consideration because the people have been talking
yeah,
about that a little bit.
yeah,
But
it's already started, but we
yeah.
might jump on in it.
Yeah,
We
yeah,
might. We
yeah.
might.
But back to this.
Yeah.
Who else you want to talk about? You have anything else about Amaya and Bryan or
No, that was all
that's
about
all?
Amaya and Bryan. Should we get into Shelly and Ace?
Yeah, we can talk about them a little bit. Like
He brought them pancakes and them flowers again. I said my boy is
yeah,
consistent, if nothing else, and y'all can't be
yeah,
mad at him for that.
yeah,
He's
yeah,
consistent. My boy said, "I'm here.
yeah.
We going all in," and I love
Mhm.
it.
Mhm.
I absolutely love it.
Yeah, I think Ace and Shelly are really cute.
Yeah,
I think they're
I
really
really
cute.
do hope that they win, like truly.
Mhm.
They deserve it. Not only because they're the longest couple, but
Mm.
I think they've been through a few obstacles to say that they deserve the win this season.
Yeah, I mean, I'd love to see
I
them win, but do you think that that's like? Because I want to see them more than I want to see Nick Olandria, but I also don't. We gotta like vote knowing the
about
stands are out
Huda.
there. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then there's Amaya's vote. Like people in the chat, the chat that we have is a plug for the chat on Instagram. DM us if you want to join. But people in the chat were talking about they were voting for Amaya and things like that. So I feel like Nick Olandria is sort of like where I'm going with my vote. But I do want Shelly and Ace to win it.
Yeah.
I just fear that it'll split the vote and it'll give folks the opportunity to allow Huda and Chris to get up there. But the only thing I think about though is unless Huda and Chris really basically just fall apart, like, do you think the Huda stands would still vote for Huda just to have Huda up there?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
It's truly
I
hard to tell. I mean, people generally really, really, really loved Leah last season.
mm-hmm.
Like she's the one she got to 1 million followers before the people who won. Uh,
Mm.
so everybody was like, yeah, let's get her to 1 million followers. So when she comes out, she knows that she's loved and da 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 da. So, but Serena and Cordell still won.
Mm-hmm.
Mind you, Cordell's brother is Odell Beckham Jr., so I don't know what that had to do with it.
Yeah.
Not saying that they didn't deserve the win, because they absolutely deserve the win, but I'm just saying in terms of,
Just,
his, hey, go vote for my brother, support my brother. So yeah, I don't know. I do hear you though. I don't know. Y'all drop in the comments what y'all think.
Yeah.
Do we have to be more strategic here? Cause what we ain't finna do is give Huda $100,000.
Yeah.
Please.
Yeah. I don't
can't
know.
do it.
Yeah.
I don't mind seeing Olandria get a bag. I don't mind seeing Shelly get a bag. I don't mind seeing Ace get a bag. But I sure don't want to see Huda get a bag.
Yeah.
And Chris ain't been here long enough to get a bag, quite honestly.
Yeah. And it's like, look, we'll see. We got a little bit more time before the final vote. So we got to read the room a little bit more.
Yeah, definitely. One more thing I wanted to say about Shelly and Ace. I don't know if you had anything else, but when they were like, who do you think is going to win? And Shelly was like, my money is on Ace. I said, I know that's right, girl. You better stick up for your short king.
I know, right? Even when they came back to the basketball game, and we're telling them that lie, I was like, Shelly, like, she was in there like, my man.
Yes. And
it's like,
but we said create that environment so your man can thrive, baby.
I know. Girl, she believed
They're really cute though. Mm-hmm. They're really cute. I'm waiting to see what Ace is gonna do. I know he's gonna make a grand gesture to close it off. We'll see. I feel like too it's at the very end, so I don't really know what at this point closing it off means. Like no one is gonna be exploring anyone else in here.
It's nobody else. Like it feels like nobody else for anyone else to explore. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like if anyone else,
it's over too.
Yeah. So. There's that.
Alrighty. I don't have anything about Iris and Pepe. Do you?
Just that I was surprised that they weren't at the bottom. Yeah.
And they was fucking again. I said, God damn, they busy.
Yeah.
Three boyfriends, huh, girl? Only 3 boyfriends.
That's funny.
I don't know how they are. I would be terrified. One, to have sex on national television, but two, to just be in a room having sex and people next to me sleep. Like,
It's
I couldn't imagine.
yeah, I couldn't
I
either.
could not
I couldn't either.
imagine. But you know what they say, when we had Dr. Phil on, he said everybody got a price. Everybody got a price.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
when you know you about to come out of here and get sponsorships and talent agencies looking to sign you, everybody got a price, child. Everybody got a price.
Yeah. Yeah, let's talk about Taylor and Clark for a second, because I was like, that date, or not the date, the close off thing. I was like, see, this is the energy. Like, all the people who were talking mad shit in the comments about like back in the beginning of the season when we were like, why Ace gotta put the battery in his back, and people were like, oh, look at this, if y'all say y'all want this, but then he out here trying just because he need a little help. It's like, no, you're missing the point. The point is that, like you said, if he wanted to, he would. Okay, and he was not, and it was giving us red flags that he wasn't interested in our girl Olandria and that he wasn't being real. And so, as we see, fast forward to someone he really liked, what he doing? He out here got them information like this a Beyonce concert. You know what I'm saying? Like, he know what to do. He know how to do it when he want to do it.
Thoughtful, well thought out. Talking about weddings.
I know,
baby.
But not him saying, "Do most girls want to go to the courthouse?" I'm like, bitch. I ain't met one of them yet, okay? I ain't met one of them who's like,
I know a few. I do know a few. I know a few who want to go to the courthouse. Who don't mind going to the courthouse.
Few and far between. I'm a woman who doesn't want a ring, but I know I'm in a minority. You know what I'm saying? I don't like jewelry.
Courthouse women are also in the minority. I get you.
It's like, don't be like, most women, they don't want rings. They want a tattoo. No, them bitches want rings. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, people want weddings. They want them things. But I was like, I don't know if he was just trying to slide one in on her. Like, but she was like, no.
Love, we gotta talk about why you don't want a ring, because I'm interested.
I think they make me feel like something's on my finger, and I just be like ready to flick them off. I don't like them. I mean, if I got it, I would just do it for the gram. I'd be like, picture, boom, 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 and then my fingers broke. I mean, I don't care about that actually. Like, oh Lord, I'm letting the people see all my flaws, y'all. It happened when I was 2 years old. My mama broke. She ain't want to get it broken again to fix it. So it's just messed up. But there are people who have known me like my whole life, and they'll never notice it. And then I'll be like, oh yeah, my broken. And they'll be like, what? And they'll be like,
I never noticed it till you just said
you never noticed this? Oh yeah, my God.
I know you for a good 7 years at least. So that's funny.
Yeah, but no, I just don't like rings. They like they irritate me, and I don't even think they look that cute, personally. But
I got you. Alrighty, so I think that's it for this episode. Oh, we didn't talk about Nick and Olandria.
Oh, I know, right? And the boys' basketball game. But shit, we got shit to talk about still. Okay, girl, no, you can't leave it just yet. Okay.
So yeah, let's get to Nick, and we go to the basketball game or Nick and Olandria first.
It don't matter. Nick and Olandria.
Let's do Nick and Olandria. Yeah. The most interesting thing I think about them this episode was Nick, when he said Olandria like them crispy edges on the pancakes, and he be making sure them edges is crispy.
Right. And I was like, not Taylor out here being like trying to give him tutorials. Like, I needed Nick to say respectfully, I'm gonna need you to like pipe down, okay? Like, not Taylor trying to give Nick tutorial on Olandria. It's like, bruh, no.
She likes the little things. It's just the little things, and it'll go a long way. Motherfucker, you wasn't doing the little things.
No, right.
You was not doing the little things. I don't want to hear it. I can't wait for the next episode for them to sit next to each other and kiki about them motherfuckers being out the villa. I can't wait.
I'm like, this man, was he just like observing the little things to not give them to her? Like, yeah, right. Like I'm clocking it, not gonna give it. Like, what is happening here? But yeah, Nick is a trip. I feel how I feel still about them. Nothing has pushed me over the edge one way or the other. But like I said, I'm happy to give them the money if that's what we have to do, But absolutely, they are, for me, it's like Shelly, Ace, Nick and Olandria, Amaya. I love Amaya, but she's third on my list because I just love Shelly and Olandria, they're my top two ladies, and nothing has really changed that. So
We
Amaya,
rooting for everybody black, full black, black, no question black.
don't do that. But yeah, but I like I said, I consider Amaya black. I don't know if she considers herself black, so it's black. They're two things, me personally, but I'm not, Afro Latina. So however somebody chooses to identify is how they identify. You get what I'm saying? Like that's their business. But I would consider them being two things. It's like people who are biracial. It's like you're white and you're black, but you're phenotypically looking black, then you are kind of black, but but you're both.
Question about Latia from The Bachelor. So
you said what?
I said we had the same question about Latia from The Bachelor.
Yeah, we didn't know what she was. We didn't know what she was, but Fijian. So anything else we want to talk about with Nick and Olandria before we move on to the boys?
Yeah, I was also thinking too, like, Nick, don't be messy when he was asking about Clark and Taylor closing off. He was like, how you feel about that? And Olandria was like, I just feel like in the real world it wouldn't work, so it's okay. Like, I'm happy he found his person. I was like, don't put my girl in that position. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Yeah, I didn't notice anything about that. I didn't like that Olandria had to sit there and watch this man do the most for Clark and when he did the least for her. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
I didn't like that, but it is what it is. They outside together. I wonder though if he was like, I want to be exclusive. He was trying to, pick those words. I'm wondering if Clark is really into him,
right.
But we'll see. We will see on the outside.
We will see.
It was a little part in the beginning of the episode where he was kissing. You know how everybody talking about how he kissed like he done with the kiss before it even start, and so he kissed. He was like, and then Clark was like, and I was like,
I missed that.
Yeah. Don't worry, I clipped it. It's gonna be on the page tomorrow.
Okay, great.
But like, I was like, Clark done with his shit too, cause he kissed. He was like, and she was like, It was like a little like, is that it? Like that's how it sounded. But of course, like I'm sure she made him into otherwise. But I was looking at that like, Clark, is you done with it too? Cause
right.
That's what it was giving.
One thing I will say about Clark though that I respect about her, she also too, she gonna let a man lead. She gonna let him set the pace, and she's just gonna giggle through it. That's it. She gonna giggle through it.
Yeah, but some of the way she operates with him is a little bit like is super passive.
Yeah, I think the passiveness is what people are picking up on. Could be potentially her not liking him, but. Anywho, but the basketball game, I don't really have too much to say about the basketball game. I thought it was cute. I was like, they probably sent these boys off to go let off some energy.
Yeah, and then also I guess to set up that conversation they have, because I'm like every time the guys get together and talk, it just feels so produced because like they're like my connection, like these men do not be talking about their connection with their ladies. They just don't, like they don't. That's part of the problem. You know what I'm saying? I prefer them to not, be talking about us in these situations. And I know they prefer us to not, but I'm like, this who I'm gonna go to? I need to talk it out. Like, you want me to talk to my people, okay? But guys, I think
it's good for them to talk. I feel like they don't do it enough.
No, I agree. That's what I'm saying. But I was like, do I really want that though? Like, you know what I mean? I do feel like they need to talk to each other more. But I was like, these little producer edits, like having them sit up there and be like, my connection with Amaya, I just love, like, they do not be doing that shit, like, at all.
Yeah, and giving us little sound bites. 1 second sound bites. So I'm like, you pull what you thought was the best part of this.
I know.
I want to hear the full thing.
Right. That's why I be like, they hardly ever show us the guys' confessionals enough. I want to hear them talk about these ladies in the confessional. Like, tell us the tea, how you feel for real.
All we get is Nick. I feel like I feel like Nick is in the confessional
a lot,
pretty much more than most of the guys.
And Ace now, but in the beginning when Ace was all wishy-washy exploring, they didn't have enough of him saying, because I was like, which one, who is he, where is he, like I was trying to figure it out, but they never gave us the confessionals, but who knows. So I guess we can close it on out. The only other thing I was thinking about, like, is at the end of the episode, them playing that sad ass music for Taylor and Clark. Like, I was not I was like, bruh, stop it, please.
I said it's the first time we ain't seen the girls cry. I mean, Amaya cried because
That's
Amaya,
funny.
she's a very emotional person, but
But she a
I said the girls
newbie.
was like, hasta la vista.
Yeah, because she a newbie. They like Clark was
Yeah.
probably like, all right, I'm good too. Bye, ladies. But at the end of the episode, I really thought about how like Nick Olandria was not a couple, right? You know what I'm saying? And it was Olandria. I mean, it's Nick too, but it really is Olandria that carries a little bit. She gives a boost and has helped to save Nick by joining with him, right?
Oh yes,
And
definitely.
I think about like it's kind of like ironic that Taylor switched from Orlandria and like he out here. You know what I'm saying? Like the thing that was keeping him safe is he threw that away and now he out the door. Not only that, he was dragging her down. You know what I'm saying? And it just like parallels to so like she could have not won probably with Taylor. You know what I'm saying? But she can win with other people. And maybe she could have won with him, but it would be off of her strength. You know what I mean? And there's so many
Yeah.
people in life who are like that, matched up with people who are only dragging them down.
Okay.
And while they're lifting this person up. And so,
Okay.
so glad she's finally free. That's the last thing I
Amen.
have.
No notes. No notes. But I will say that is why they had them standing up there together as a
Oh
message
yeah,
at the
message
end.
like message was the movie. Don't be a menace to South Central while drinking your juice in the hood. Whatever that movie is, where he go around and be like message.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? The postman
Yeah.
message. But anyway, all right, y'all.
You
Peace
already
out.
know. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that
Yes.
notification bell. We will catch you on the next one. Please drop in the comments who you voted for this
Uh-huh.
time and who you plan to vote for
For the win it
for
all.
the 100K.
Yeah.
Alrighty. We will
All
see y'all.
right.
Bye.
Bye.